What's going on, guys? NJ Chris here. Thanks Ian for joining me. Today I'm going to show you how to save weight on hammocks. I have 3 hammocks. I have an Eno, I have a Grand Trunk, and I have a hammock gear hammock. This is probably the heaviest out of all my hammocks, but it's my favorite out of all my hammocks, just because you have that what is it, 5 feet of room spanned, since it is a double nest hammock. I think stock from the factory they come right around 19 ounces. Believe it or not, when I got this one in, it was a little more than that. It was like 22. I don't know if just they measure the hammock itself, but I wanted to show you how I shaved weight off of this, and then included straps with it, and still came in right around the product weight. So this is what I did. Basically, I'm going to put that over here for now. These are the straps that came with the hammock that hooked onto the edges. So those would hook into each one of the things, and then it had a carabiner on here. This is probably the heaviest rope for what it is. I don't know why they use this rope. It's really, really, really heavy. We're talking this little bit of rope right here weighs 4 ounces. That's insane. That's like 100 and something grams of rope. So those are gone now. Those are getting thrown away. Another thing that I started off with that I actually put in there were these straps. Now these are like bootleg Atlas straps. They're not the brand. I bought them off of eBay. These straps weighed 15 ounces. So I mean, when I first started, hammock camping, I would have like an almost 3-pound hammock, but not anymore. So those are gone now. So everything I have, my tree huggers, the whoopie slings that are on the hammock, and this, I actually still have some lightweight carabiners. This whole kit now weighs 1 pound, 3 ounces. So that's 19 ounces. I got it down to what the product weight said it was. It's actually 1 pound, 4 or 5 ounces. Don't 0.5 ounces really doesn't weigh anything to me. So I'll show you what I did. I went down to, these are 1/2-inch military webbing. Now it's tubular, so it actually slides on trees, and I have 2 10-foot hanks of this. 2 10-foot hanks of this weighs right around 2.5 ounces. It's really, really light stuff, and it's really awesome. So I keep one, and there's the second one. This one I actually haven't even unrolled yet from last trip. And then the second thing right there is I put the whoopie slings on. So, that's it. Just by doing those 2 modifications, I brought a hammock that was supposed to be 19 ounces to 19 ounces with with the whoopie slings and suspension system. So, I think that's pretty good. I know there are ways to get your hammock down to more than that. I know you can get it down to like 14 ounces if you go with the single nest hammock and you just use the whoopie slings. I think that's like the lightest you can go. There are other ultralight hammocks out there, but I'm a bigger guy, so I don't really trust that. This setup I've used before for God. I think I've had this hammock for like 3 years now, and I've used these with it for like 3 years, and ever since I upgraded to these and the whoopie slings, I've been so much happier. It's lighter by like over a pound, and it's just easier to set up. The whoopie slings are awesome when you actually do set them up. The adjustability that they give for the strength that they have is incredible. So that's just 2 ways to lighten up an Eno. And get it at 19 ounces, with all the suspension systems and the guy lines and everything, or I should say with the suspension system and the whoopie sling. So, there are other ways to do it. This is just the way I do it. This webbing is really, really, really cheap. I paid like $8 for, I think it was 30 feet of it, or yeah, it was 10 yards. I paid $8 for it, and then what I did was I just cut 2 10-foot hanks out of it, and that's what I use for the tree huggers. And once this goes, it goes. It's really abrasive resistant as of so far, because the good thing is with the tubular webbing is, see, like that, it rolls. So when when you're on the tree, instead of it ripping, it'll roll on itself. So it's really strong. It's rated for like 1,700 pounds, way more than any human is. We're talking 7, 8, 9 times what a human is. So it's pretty awesome. I really don't think there is a better way of going about it for me at least. So this is just my idea, my way of doing it. If you have any suggestions, comments, questions, leave them in the box below. And I thank you, and you have a good day.